What is up, everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of the Camera Junkie livestream. My name's Luis, also known as Mr. Camera Junkie, where I remind you, as always, to upgrade your skills before your gear. And if it's your first time here, welcome. Please be sure to introduce yourself into the chat so you can get the nice Camera Junkie crew welcome. And as the tradition goes around here, first thing we do is go ahead to see who are the first members of the Camera Junkie crew in the chat. Now, today we're going to be talking about music. So right before I do that, I would also like to hear what you thought of today's countdown song, right? If like the upbeat and everything, you know, the music that we're hearing in the background, if it's still playing, yeah, it should be. You know, let me know your thoughts, what you thought of it, because as of right now, you know, I'm gonna give it a heart if I can get over there. Oh, mouse there we go. Universal control sometimes fails me. All right, so I put that on the heart on my epidemic playlist to see if that's a potential for the future. So let's go ahead and see who are the first ones in the chat. Right off the bat, we have Parker. Actually, let's go into, there we go. Parker Jennings saying hello to everyone. How are you? Kevin Cox saying hello to all. How are you as well? We also have Mr. Moderator, the Paul Duncan, saying greetings. We have images by Gretchen saying hi to myself and to the crew. And yes, Kevin reminding myself and everyone that if you haven't done so already, please be sure to hit the like button. It's absolutely free. Like the subscription if you haven't done so already. So do all the YouTube things down there. Hit the like button. It goes a long way and it's highly appreciated for everything that we do week in and week out. But there we go. We got Ernesto as well saying hello. Happy Saturday. And we also have Carlos hanging out. Bokeh Bushido. Carlos, you know, thoughts and prayers to Carlos and everyone in California, in the West Coast, that's suffering through these horrendous fires. So like to mention that out as well. You know, our minds, our thoughts, our prayers, our best wishes are with everyone who's over there. So I saw Carlos earlier today, and this is his new channel, Bokeh Bushido. And it looks like it's doing very well for him, and it looks like not only for the community but for himself as well. So I just saw one of his YouTube shorts before I went on today, and it was pretty cool. So I gave it a thumbs up, and I thought I was subscribed to his channel, but I am now. I corrected that earlier today. And I can't wait to look. I look forward to the content that he's going to be putting up on the channel, what he has there already, and what's to come. So I'm really excited for you, bro. And like I mentioned before, anything you need, whether it comes to like, you know, tech, anything whatsoever, you just know that we're, you know, a message away, and I'll always be happy to help. Yes, and Ernesto giving the prayer hands, because lots of prayers for everyone who's suffer and might be on the path of suffering, because it doesn't seem to be like an end in sight. So but to try to lift things up and make things into a brighter note, we're talking about music. So if you haven't like, if you're new here, right, and even I probably haven't mentioned it in a while, all the music that I have playing on both my live streams and my videos and everything like that comes from Epidemic Sound. I've had the subscription for 4 years, and just talk a little bit about them because I will be diving into their, you know, into their music and into their website soon. That I've been using them for years, and the ease of mind that I have when it comes to using Epidemic Sound is what I think is the most value for myself, right? Like, I don't even listen to secular music anymore because I won't be able to use it in any of my productions. So it's almost like a waste of time to listen to music that I won't be able to use for my own content. And that's a mindset or a mind shift that I did years ago, that I said, you know what, let's flip it on its head. So I canceled all of my other music subscriptions, Spotify, like everything else that was subscription based, right? And I got rid of that, and I started paying, instead of, into multiple companies, I just started paying for my one Epidemic Sound account. And what I did was I replaced all of my everyday listening time, so to speak, my music listening time, with Epidemic Sound. Now, it was easier for me when I was like in front of a computer working to have that open in a tab instead of Spotify. But the part that made it the most difficult for me at that time was the fact that there was most of my music listening time was in the car, and there was no way for me to like travel with a website open right on my phone because they didn't have a Epidemic Sound app. Well, good to know that I think it was like over a year ago where I made a video when they actually came up with the Epidemic Sound app. So now the same account that you have on the website, you will also have on your phone, and you have the ability to, like scan through music choices on your phone and then save your favorites so that then you can use them for your live streams, for your video productions, for everything like that. And that's the ease of use that I love with Epidemic Sound, and the fact that no matter where I put my music, as long as I've correctly, you know, selected the account on Epidemic Sound and make sure that they are, congruent, then I know that I don't have to worry about any copyright issues with music, whether it's like my live streams, my pre-recorded podcasts, anything like that, YouTube, multiple you know uh social media platforms, whether it's, you know X. I always get twisted with the Twitter, right? Twitter X. So the X, or the X that's formerly known as Twitter, that application or anything else whatsoever, you'd be able to put on this music and have it to be copyright free without worrying about like demonetization or just copyright strikes or claims, which is just kind of an unneeded stress. So for that reason, I've continued to use Epidemic Sound, and we're gonna dive into that. So let's go ahead and do that. You know what? I'm gonna have to switch it up because, to give you a peek, right? I actually have Epidemic Sound playing on my Mac Mini over here off to the side. So instead of bringing that over, I'm gonna open up Epidemic Sound on my main machine and do a screen share. So I need to make sure that we could hear the music from this computer, because I kind of have it muted, like just to make sure that it doesn't do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to do this. Let me go ahead and check the chat real quick. All right, we're all caught up. Okay, so let's see exactly how I'm gonna do it. Right now I'm gonna put up the DJ MCJ in the house. All right, so put the music up a little bit, right? So that we can get a better sound of what we're listening to. I'm going to be very Puerto Rican and speak over it no matter what. So there shouldn't be a problem. All right, so let's do this here. Yeah, so you guys can see a bit of all the millions of tabs that I have on my on my Chrome tabs that I have open. That's why I love my Mac Studio. Absolutely love it, because of the fact that I have all of that running programs, and it doesn't break a sweat. Okay. Epidemic Sound. It should be on my thing here. All right. All right, so let's go to my saved. Okay, so now I'm looking at my audio from Ecamm, and I'm gonna go ahead and go into my favorite tracks, hit the first one. Okay, I'm hearing it, but I don't think you guys are hearing it. It's showing no signs of it. So let's see exactly where we're at. Oh, it's a good track too. I'm like, I need to put one of them down because I got two good tracks going on. Hey, how you doing, Jim? Oh, and Michael here. So Michael's here saying hello to everyone, and then we also have Jim saying happy Saturday. There we go. Showing. Okay. So let's see exactly what we're doing here. I think it's all in the Roadcaster, believe it or not. I think I did all the configurations. So you know what? What I would have to do is now press play over here. Okay. So I have it set as USB 1 coming into the Roadcaster from the Mac Studio. So I just need to pump that out. So I'm going to go into, I don't think I can show you over the overhead. So I think this is the best view. I'm going to try to finagle things on the spot here. Can't get lower than that. But I'm going to go in here and hopefully it's somewhat visible. But I'm going to go into, well, big blue sign up top telling me I need a firmware update. So I got to take care of that. All right. This song is too slow and I'm playing DJ tonight. So it doesn't go into a faster one either. All right. All right, we're not going reggaeton right now. Okay, we got a lot of mellow jams. Okay, we could chill with this one. Fast Car. This one is by Loving Caliber featuring Oi. Oi is one of my favorite creators on Epidemic Sound, and that's the crazy thing, that I actually have my favorite creators now, from not knowing anyone to having my favorites and then following them. Like Joby, dope. We'll be listening to a couple of his tracks in a second, as soon as I get this going. Okay, so now back to this. We're gonna go into systems. I'm gonna take a step back. Let's go outputs. In the outputs, we're gonna hit routing. Okay, so now USB 1. Okay, so USB 1 is okay. So let's switch it. I see what I'm doing now. So chat. All right, I think that's it. I just added so I'm trying to speak or narrate what I'm doing. I just added that channel of USB 1 where I'm actually hearing the music from my Mac Studio computer into the channel that is set off to the secondary channel off to the mix minus, so that crisp audio doesn't just take it completely out. So I had to keep it separate from there, but now it's added, so we should be able to hear the music as I play it, and we're gonna test it now. Okay, I'm gonna bring down this fader, which is all of the sound coming from the Mac Mini off to the side over here. And let me bring this back, seeming that we don't need. Bring it back to the blunt view. bring it back over here, assuming that we don't need to do any of the settings. So I already figured out the routings. We have no music. And if I bring up the slider, that's the audio from the Mac Mini. So now that we have nothing except just me speaking, I'm going to go ahead and press play. And you see, and that's coming in through the same secondary channel. Right? It's coming through. Oh, it could just be here. There we go. So now I can control it with the fader. Perfect. And now we're onto the main machine doing both, doing my microphone audio and the music. Yep, Michael said it best. It says bonus Rodecaster Duo tutorial. There we go. All right, cool. All right, now that we have that, this is going to be a little bit of an Ecamm tutorial as well. Make sure that I don't have any other windows open. No. Okay, have that going. All right, so now I'm going to go to basically my edit scene, right? The scene that I will have with my head in a bubble. Okay, so I call that my, should be my edit scene. Click it. Perfect, right? And now we're already seeing, well, we're seeing the secondary display, right? No, that's not what I wanted. I'm gonna fix this. My mind is racking right now. Okay, it's a screen share. That's what I got it confused. Okay, primary display, secondary display. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Nobody needs to see all my icons and stuff. All right. So now we're going to drag this here. Center that up. And okay, now we are in Epidemic Sound. You're hearing what I'm hearing. And you're seeing what I'm seeing. So we got some hearted songs right there, but going back to it, this is a great song. I used this in a video. Actually, it was an Ecamm promotion video. Yes. And it just works so well. Like, it's got a nice, good vibe, and especially when, you know, it drops. Right now. And now in Epidemic Sound, what you're seeing here is like you're seeing the entire wave of it. What you'll end up finding is that you'll listen to enough music where you'll start being able to see which songs attract you just by seeing the wave file. Right? Because you already understand, like, oh, like if it's like a juicy file, like what we're seeing right now, it's full. It's fully saturated of sound. There's so many things going on. So many different beats that are just laid and meshed over each other so well, and then a breakdown. It's almost like a palate cleanser, right? But you see, this song in particular, even though it's a lot of fun and you can play around with it a lot, what I find is that in this particular, like for what I'm looking for a countdown, want it to be a bit like more upbeat and kind of throughout the entirety of the song. So you see, even though it's not exactly a song that I think I would actually choose, but this song here is its entirety is like jam-packed of data, right? And you can see that this part of the song right now that is like not so like hyperactive has like gaps in it. And this is just the build up. And the second half of the song is what I really, really love. That guitar there, just how they say, chef's kiss. Right here. Man, they killed it with this. I love this track. So, well, that's probably why it's on my favorites, right? The craziness about this is that I've heard these songs so much that I kind of know them all fairly intimately. So let's go to the next song. See, they have their little labels. This one says electronic beats, dreamy, relentless, right? Good. This is not one of the ones that I feel like is gonna be like my top 5, and I think that's what I'm gonna shoot for today. Is gonna be like the top 5 songs that I'm gonna have you guys help me out and vote on what is going to be like the song that we choose to be the intro. See, this is a song that I absolutely love, and that's why you can see already it's got the heart there. Because this is already one of the top 5s. You can see it in my face, right? And the labels is electronic, beats, epic, and dark. Now the epic is, I think, what I'm really drawn to. Like there's like it's almost like a bit of a roller coaster, and I don't know if that's how you guys like interact with music. That's the way that I grew up, you know. So whenever I'm doing a video edit and music is applied, not only is it super important, but it's also like really tough when a video could be made around the song, right? And you adjust those edits to it, and then it's asked to be changed. Now, not that it's impossible, but that's when things get to be a little tough because a lot of things will happen to the song. Okay, so let's continue. See? This one starts the way that it's gonna end. So it says it's 4 minutes and 45 seconds. You know, it's just smooth. And all the information that's on here is giving you, the user, like the information on what it is that you're looking at, listening to, right? The BPMs, that's beats per minute. So that right there is letting me know 70 beats per minute means that's like slow jam, right? And that's exactly what we're listening to. So hip hop, neo soul, right? Sentimental and smooth. I think that encapsulates this song to a T. Dylan Sitz is who we're gonna listen to next. He's another one of my favorites. Let's see which one's this one. Says hip hop, dreamy, laid back, 86 BPM. Sounds very festive. Like what I'm hearing, you know, like the bells and the chiming in the background. It's a cool track, but sounds like it could fall into a holiday, like Christmas almost. And what I want is something that we're going to be listening to year round. Okay, I spoke about this one last week. Hold up. There's going to be a couple of these songs that I'll mention. This is the DDE song, the Daily Driven Exotics. So this is completely out of the question, even though it's a great song. Right here. But you can see that's a hype song. Like That'll get anyone ready for the live stream, for anything, for a workout, for whatever it could be. All right, so we're gonna continue. Night Stalker, 100 BPMs. Excuse me. I know this song, so I already gonna tell you this is not gonna be one of the top fives. Like, it's a great song, but just not the countdown that I want to listen to every single time. And you know, that's what I said. There's a lot of these songs that are just gonna be like, they're great for like background for the live stream and things like that, but not so great when it's gonna be the marker of what we're gonna hear week in and week out. Nope. Too slow. And you're gonna see these are just gonna start going a lot faster because I have 200 tracks and I'm trying to, you know, cull them down to 5. Oh, I already got a heart on this one. Okay, let's see if the next one is as well. I got 2 back-to-back hearts. Let's see. This is definitely one of the ones that I'm gonna, it's in consideration. I just recently used this in a video. That video hasn't come out yet. So another keyword that I'm reading here is euphoric. And that's where I feel this is the category where this song falls into it. Got like a really uplifting sound to it. Okay, so definitely gonna stay with the heart there. Let's check the next song. I like this song, but not for this use case. So I'm gonna remove that heart. We're gonna continue. Yeah, dope track, like hip hop, but but not it. Too laid back. I love this song. Like, I'm gonna stop saying that right now. You could tell that I really like a lot of these songs, but too laid back, too slow. I'm just gonna give you the reasons why I'm skipping them. Not it. Oh, it's got a heart. Perfect. All right. I absolutely love this song. Like, and this one, you know, like, even if this one doesn't win, because it's got, you know, I'm looking at it right now, and out of a 2-minute and 23-second track, it's got a like close to 40-second intro. Right? So that might not be the greatest, or it could be perfect if I cut that whole first 30 seconds out and start it right here. Where's the build up? Love this track. and I'm hearing it right now and I know this is not it. So once again, another one that I'm going to remove the heart in this case. So now let's check the next. Love Crane Paradise from Dylan Sits, but yep, I'm humming it. You got it. So let's see. No. Oh yeah, Atlas 7. It's 3 minutes and 19. So even like the way that I'm looking at it right now, there's the first 15 seconds is building it up. So right now at the 20-second mark. Yeah. This is one of those like hype songs. Let's see what it says on the epic. See? That epic category is what I think is the note that I'm trying to hit. And maybe I'm trying to, you know, narrow it down for my own edification as well. Love it. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Cool, but I want to get people hyped. I don't want people falling asleep on the countdown to the live stream. Like this is you could just nap to almost. All right, so we'll continue. Well, the reason why I haven't said anything is that even though I really like this song, this isn't it either. Just maintaining, too slow right off the bat. It stays there. Okay, yep. 80 BPMs. Look, Michael just said Atlas 17 is Saturday night star the party. It's right up there. But I'm gonna see exactly how I'm gonna put these together, because I'm probably gonna make a secondary playlist, right? And have you guys vote on just that playlist instead of having to go through all of these songs like I'm doing now, to actually just have the ones that we're gonna be voting on, so to speak. Okay, 4-course meal. I know this song very well. Super cool. Let's see, like laid back, definitely laid back. This feels like a warm summer night on a porch. That's like in Puerto Rico. Let me emphasize that. Yeah, like that's what it feels like to me when I hear this song. All right, Osaka, 3 a.m. Maybe Doc Rock. His Japanese stuff. Like, love the song, but not it. All right, Too Tired. Not it either. I'll give you guys a... You see, like these I guess I got into the area of like my smooth tracks. Yeah, too hip hop on this one. There's a couple of songs that I know are in this playlist that I'm thinking about, but I can't remember the names of the tracks off the top of my head. That's dope beat. Really enjoyed that, but not it. Tiger's Nest. I know it as well. This is but once again, not it. Not what I'm looking for. This, you see, I was just gonna say this one's got like, this is not it, and this is like me hearing it, but it had something to it, right? And it's that epic category that is coming up again. Once I got to it, I'm like, the epic. Yeah, that has that feeling to it. This feels like a bright sunny day. Children's music, happy, laid back. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, this is definitely not gonna be the top 5, but this is just such a dope track. Oh, and this one also brings me to another content creator. So whenever that happens, I'm gonna share that with you. This is completely Michael Yo with his whole Anamorphia series. Michael Yo from the channel Make Art Now. I've talked to him about his channel plenty times before. Also have him on one of the cities Gaw, obviously. So yes, Mr. Josh Yo. Let me see if I can find the part that's the spot right there. Oh man, that like pop locking. That's what I said. This is a great song. Okay. Let's see how this. No, not it. I thought it was a different track. And you see, this is the one that I put on today. And I'm just realizing that it falls under that epic category as well. It has a heart. So it might not even be the top 5, but it's definitely going to be left into the heart category as of right now. Yeah, this gets me hyped up. This could be it, man. This one that we used today. Yeah, that stays. Definitely, that stays. Let's see. Definitely too laid back. Bear hats. Same thing. Too laid back. Made to survive. Robert Ruth. You know what's the best part? Because I have the subscription, I'm able to freely share all of these with you guys on the live stream without worrying of like copyright strikes, even though I'm running through a gamut of different songs. Like, because I have the subscription, all of them are covered like an umbrella, which is what I enjoy, and just allows me to find the music instead of thinking of how I have to download a license and do this and yada yada yada. For me, the simplicity with the enough chaos that I have in my life. You see this one? I was just gonna say there's an epicness to it. Man, that word keeps rearing his funny little head. That those violins coming up. Okay, I'm gonna give it a heart. Not sure, because I don't even feel that would be top 5, because we're gonna have to do I'm gonna have to do a bracket system like kind of the NCAA. This is gonna be music madness. All right, let's go to the next song. We're at 45 past the hour. See, this is also like suspense. Okay, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, it's building suspense. Definitely dubstep. Dubstep for real. All right. Temple of Runa. Cool. Not it though. See this. Not sure if it was needed right here, but then I think that's where the song starts. It's still like a hella long intro. Yeah, the 174 beats per minute definitely showing up right here. Hey, what's up, Jeremy? How are you, bro? We're listening to music right now, and we're picking out or trying to call the top 5 songs so that you guys could vote on what's going to be the official intro or countdown song to the live stream. But at the same time, oh, you see, I'm also just giving you my thoughts and feelings on the music on my playlist and how I feel on it. And this song right here, it doesn't fall under the epic category like I've been mentioning prior, but it definitely has the heart. And this is one that, and you know what, the one just underneath it, I think, you know, I'm gonna preemptively put the heart, because I think these are two that I really wanted to see if get your thoughts on them, to better say. This I'm gonna even put this one up a little bit. Yep, Paul said it correctly. He said creator camp. Use this on a creator camp video, and that's why it already has the heart. Absolutely love this. This is one of my favorite tracks, for real. Like whenever this one comes on, I could just listen through it all the way through. I pressed pause there because I just wanted to let you guys know I could listen to that song a million times over. Like that one is one of the ones that will always go on. So definitely that goes on the list. I had to switch my AirPods because I've been getting so much use out of them in this live stream that I kind of blew through the power source of the first ones. So AirPods number 2, and we continue. Yeah. It's definitely one of these hype songs like this one. I don't know if this has to do with the genre that I grew up in or anything, you know what I'm saying? But this one hits a lot of notes. Or checks a lot of boxes, better say. Do, 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 do.
I don't care what the others say, and I still think of you night and day, night and day, and yeah, I lost my way, I can't walk, can't stand, can't talk, can't fly without you.
I had to go old school with the cans. All right. So those two definitely gonna be hearted on this list at least. Top 5, we'll see. But I'm gonna try to make it as honest as I can. Love this breakdown. Yeah, that hits. All right, next one. This is gonna be so the contrast. Definitely not. But as you can see from what I'm looking forward to what's on this playlist. Yeah, this is definitely not gonna be on it. Happy, sad, hip hop, laid back, dreamy. Not it. Next one is, oh, that's Doc's song, but without. See? All right, let's continue. Now, here's another tip that if you guys didn't know, I don't know if you have epidemic sounds yourself, but I'm controlling all of this through the arrows on my keyboard. So if I want to skip like 10 seconds, you know, or it's 5 seconds, right, on the track, I just hit the arrow, you know, to the right. If I want to go backwards to hear something, you know, particularly on the track, I hit it. And then if I want to skip the track completely, I just press down and go to the next song. Because this is the other thing, when it comes to like editing videos and using this music, you're not always going to use the entirety of the song, right? Like that's rare. So a lot of times I have a song that I like, but there's a part of that song that I absolutely love, right? Like a little chunk. And that will be what I use. Yeah, that one was... I think that song made me yawn. See, like this. You can hear plates in the background. Sounds like somebody's house. Like put anybody to sleep. All right. See, like 30 seconds already. Haven't even hit like the meat of the track. Close to 50 seconds in. You've already invested a minute before you hear anything. Oh, it's telling me to view more. Now, these are suggested tracks. Now, this is not on my playlist. But because of what's there, this is what they're suggesting. Excuse me. You see, that one did get me to yawn. They all look like very low BPMs. Not bad, but not it. And this is how you discover new tracks, right? You hear the suggested, you give them a playthrough, you find something that you like, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna add that to my list, and that's just another track. And putting the dedication into my Epidemic soundtrack playlist is what's allowed me to have like a variety of different songs that, like I said, I know like fairly well. Ooh, Sarah. She's messing with my ears right now. I don't know if you guys hear it. Dim the lights. Plot back. That's not what I'm trying to get out of these like this song, right? You know this song. It starts here. Okay. Definitely not it. I gave this one a shot, Joby. I gave this a shot for two reasons. Because it says Fruit Loops and Joby, and not because Fruit Loops is a cereal, but because a very old sound or loop making program was actually called Fruity Loops. So I was just like, maybe this is like a dedication to that, you know, to Fruity Loops or whatever. And I like that artist Joby, but no, didn't hit. MIA or Miami, either or. Let's see. Not it. Yeah, too laid back. Sarah the Instrumentalist is one of my favorites as well. She's top 5 as far as creators go. Okay, hold on. We heard this one, right? Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm almost done, buddy. I like Dusty Decks, but laid back, not it. Look at this long intro. Another one. 52 seconds, and it's still not really the reality of the song. See, let's see. Right here is where the song starts at a minute 12. Niz. That's a build up and a half. That was tantric when it comes to music. Give me a thumbs up if you got that. Let's see if they have that category. Aiden, I give you a little attention. I said, give me 5 minutes. And that's when you get like, come on, 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes, buddy. Way too like marble floors. Okay, come on. Somebody wants to join the party. I'm gonna join Daddy over here when he finishes this up. Everyone, say hi. Where are you going? You trying to break my arm? This guy, he has no idea how much I love him. All right. This cool, but it says happy, but it feels like rain. Like, if I could explain, like that felt like it was about to rain as far as the music came on. Okay. Okay, Dama Beats. I'm gonna give this a heart. Yeah. Okay, because this is a potential here, but the reason why is like if you see the track, it's got a nice BPM, right, of 172. Got a nice melody. Got a like fast hi-hat. And it, like, it keeps it engaged, you know, as far as the beat goes. And allows for flexibility to like break things down. Okay, I could rock with that. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get one more, like we're fishing. This is one of Sarah the Instrumentalist that I really do like. This feels like a fun day at the beach, right? Like maybe with like, you know, like some rented chairs and one of those big umbrellas. That's what this song feels like to me. It's funny how I put like music into pictures, because I'm constantly equating the songs with the, like, I guess the content that I'm gonna like edit it with, you know, like what I feel like this falls into that category to like mesh well. I like this intro. It's definitely too laid back. Also, this feels like a Western. This is super laid back, dreamy, yep, but this is a track that I really like from Dylan Sits. Now, this next song, Elm Lake, I already know it's even categorized as ambient, right? But I'm just letting you know, like, this is almost just like all sound, like background sound. Oh, like that's just what they say, like ominous tones. All right. Ariel from Oi. Full track, the intro is way too long. 40 seconds to the build up. But this is good. Boom, boom. Cool, but not it. Definitely before you chill. Like, that's super chill. Okay, Asian, like ambient, like oriental sounds. Not it. Super laid back as well. Oh, we got some more comments over here. Got my eye. Now everybody's saying, Aiden, everybody's saying hi to you, buddy. You get on here for like 1 minute and you steal the show. It says, oh yes, he does. I watch his eyes light up when you come back after unloading the equipment. Oh, you're saying that he does know how much he loves me. Thank you, Gretchen. I was trying to piece that together in my mind. I was like, what did I say exactly? Oh, wow. So Andy VZ or Andy Viz. I'm just going to throw that out there. But he says, un saludo desde Venezuela. So he's saying hello from Venezuela. Okay, so he's asking a question in Spanish. I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to try to see if I could not cover my face completely with it. Okay. So he's asking, ¿Conoces la Sony A7S? He's asking me if I'm familiar with the Sony A7S. La encontré... Oh, hold on, let me put that back up. La encontré usada en Caracas en un buen precio con 3 lentes, entre ellos un Sony 50 1.8. ¿Te parece una buena cámara para empezar en fotografía? Puedes responderme en inglés. Okay, so I'm just gonna break that down once again. He basically says that he's asking me if I'm familiar with the Sony A7S, I guess the first version. He found one in Caracas, and I believe that's Colombia. Caracas, yeah. If not, it could be Venezuela, but I'm not. But still, where in Caracas is where he found it. He says he found it for a good price with 3 lenses. One of them, the 50 millimeter f1.8, which I'm guessing they're nifty 50, right? They're plastic one. He goes, and he's asking me, is this good to start in photography? And if I can, that I can respond to him in English. So I'm going to do that as well. And yeah, the Sony A7S is a great camera, and if you got it for a good price and you're just starting into it, then I always recommend to start by purchasing something in the used market, right? And getting you a starter camera like this is ideal, because if you decide to not get into photography whatsoever, then you haven't really invested much, so you're not losing much when it comes to this, right? So in that aspect, that's exactly what I would recommend. Now, the A7S, it was their first camera that was great in low light. I believe this is still a 12 megapixel camera, but believe it or not, 12 megapixels is great for photography. It's actually where I would say the human eye kind of can't determine higher resolution than like 12 megapixels. So what we do when we're saying that, 24, 33, 42, 62 megapixel cameras or sensors on these cameras, that's more for the details that we can do in post-production, right? In the editing process, that we're able to capture more detail, and with more detail allows us more flexibility in the editing process. So that's us as the, as the creators of the art, so to speak, that we're the ones who care about it. The person who's seeing the photograph at the end, it's the same to them. It really doesn't matter, because like I said, the eye really can't tell anything more than 12 megapixels, and 12 megapixels allows you to blow up an image even into billboard size, because even though you get you will lose some sharpness, so to speak, when you take an image and you crop it out to the size of a billboard, when you're looking at it from a distance from your car and on a billboard, you're going to have that differential compensated for. So thus, the image is going to look just as good on a gigantic billboard while you're driving by than it would inches away from you in your hand on a piece of paper, like a normal photograph would. So 12 megapixels is more than great. A7S is it's like the first one that you can get really good low light, and I believe it was the first one with the dual native ISO. That I might be incorrect, but I do know that the A7S series was always renowned for its low light capabilities, and just with the nifty 50 at f1.8, It's a great deal. So good luck to you. And if you have any other questions about the gear or how to get the most out of it, then that's when I'll be happy to help, because that's why I always say upgrade your skills before your gear. And before you go and buy a new lens, before you go and buy a new camera body, make sure that you learn the fundamentals with this camera here, and then every other camera you'll know exactly what to get out of it and what path to take depending on how you shoot, whether it's photos or video. And that's my recommendation. So there we go. And that finished the song right there perfectly, like a DJ would, right? DJ MCJ in the house. Yeah, that one hits with the steel drum. I forgot which track that was because I started talking cameras. All right. Well, you know what? I'm probably going to see if maybe I find one more, right? But that's where I'm going to leave the audio portion of today's episode and live stream, because we're 15 minutes past the hour and I need to get back to some fatherly duties with this young man over here. But before we do that, of course, as always, we have Cities Gone, channels that I think you should go and watch. And let me go ahead and pull up this week's Cities Gone. Bam. Let me go here, and then we do that, and then we do that. Bam. And it's none other than Brittany Janae. Now, Brittany Janae is actually a content creator that I've come across recently, just to say the latter half of last year, because of Mr. Brandon Washington. So one of his live streams, he highlighted this amazing creator, and she's a a filmmaker, but like, I mean, a professional filmmaker. Like, her thing says cameras, BTS, short films, filmmaking, and documenting, but she's actually working with big name brands. And her latest video, that as you can see just came out 4 days ago, is The Art of Storytelling, which is just a really dope video. It goes into her experience with working with the Nike brand and a particular creator to get the content and the story out correctly. And if you can tell a story, then you're pretty much set in any aspect of life, whether it's sales, live streaming, right, or anything of that falls in between, like making commercials, movies, videos, promotions, anything whatsoever. The art of storytelling is the most important. And that's what I try to do with my edits. That's what, I try to do with all the content that I create, including the live streams, which is, make the best as possible and give the best story. And that's just what this video that she made the last 4 days ago. And that's not even including all of her other content of the behind the scenes and all the aspects and the things that she's been able to do in her career. And so if you haven't heard of her before, let me be the one to introduce you to Mrs. Brittany Janae. This week's Cities Gone, channels that I think you should go and watch over there. We did it, guys. This is episode 215. So that's 215. And if you're saying, what does that mean? Well, what that means is that we've done this show 215 times. But the most important thing about that is that I've done it consecutively, week in and week out, with the help of all of the amazing camera crew, right? And this is my favorite place to be, week in and week out. So if you haven't got the gist of it, we will be doing this once again for episode 216 next week, because we've been doing this Camera Junkie live stream for over 4 years consecutive. And it's something that I'm very proud of. And it's my favorite place to be every Saturday, right here with all my fellow camera junkies. So everyone, thank you as always for being the best. And Gretchen is saying, remember to hit the like button. Oh, he said Ariel. You know what? I'm gonna check it for you. I'm seeing Jeremy just put this in. He says Ariel, I think, was the track with the song. So you know what? let's go back to it before we close out, because we can do that kind of stuff. All right, so I'm gonna close out Brittany. Go back here, and let's go back to my edit screen. And now, Ariel. Yep. But that also goes to show you, Jeremy, that it's one of my favorite creators on the platform, Oi, which is spelled Ooyy, and a lot of great tracks from this creator. So, but like a 50-second intro, come on, man, you're killing me with this one, you know. But it's still great. But not for the intro. That one will stay on the playlist, and we'll keep it there. Let me go back. Boop. Now we go back here. Perfect. Go back to you guys in the chat. Andy says gracias. Okay, so I messed up big time. Okay, so he said gracias. Caracas es el capital de Venezuela. Oh man, that's so funny. So I put my foot in my mouth big time. So I was like, isn't Caracas in Colombia? But that's a completely different country. But that's where I got the cities completely wrong. So he's basically corrected me. He says Caracas not only in Venezuela, is the capital of the country. So I got it hella wrong. Hey, you see this okay, going back to it, this, does it fall into the epic category? No, but I think it does. That lifting, that's just me like talking. That is like what I feel should have added that moniker there onto that track, the epic. Yeah. All right. And Gretchen says, don't forget to show that thumbs up some attention, that like button. It's highly appreciated. Okay, so Michael's already putting his vote for Atlas 17 in Salamanca. That day at the beach, that might be cool, man. Hey, Albert's in here as well. He's saying thank you. Gracias a usted. And yeah, everybody's saying have a great week. But yep, let's do this, guys. As always, thank you. 215 episodes of the Camera Junkie live stream, successful, in the books. As always, thank you guys for making this my favorite place to be. Next week I will be on the road. I was thinking about talking about it right now, but we'll talk about it when I'm there. I will be hitting the road. I actually, like, just some housekeeping, right? I will be hitting the road Wednesday. So I have like a jam-packed like week as of right now. I just finished an edit for Ecamm. Hopefully it's good, because if it needs touch-ups, I need to get on that as well. So that will put it back on there. Another thing is I have like laundry to do before I finish my packing, which I need to have ready like by Tuesday night. I'm picking up the car rental, and then I will try to shoot out early as possible from Miami, headed to Orlando for Podfest 2025, happening the 16th through the 19th. Heading there, of course, a day early. We're going to be doing some work with Ecamm, so I'm super excited. We also have some extracurricular activities also set up. I will start driving back down next Monday, so I will be doing episode 216 from the streets, no, from Orlando in the hotel. So I look forward to seeing all of you there and hanging out as we take care of that. And real quick, stuff that I always forget. Oh, come on, pop up, buddy. Let's just do this real quick. If you're wondering why my microphone looks the way it does, it's because I got a Doc Pop from Doc Rocks, right? And if you haven't gotten yours or want to look into it, go ahead and hit the link down below. If you're looking to learn how to edit your videos using Final Cut, I recommend this course. Basically a 2-week crash course. It take you from zero to hero in Final Cut Pro from my friend, Mr. Raphael Ludwig. Highly recommend. Once again, links down below. And last but not least, the program that I used to do all of this, to bring the comments on, to change the scenes, to have cameras to go, overhead and do everything like that, and then change to this, and then change to that, and then come back here, is all done through Ecamm. The program, the company, the family that I love so much. Not only do I use this program all the time, but I work with this company, and that's the people that I'm going to be hanging out with in a couple of days. I'm going to see Doc Rock and Katie and a bunch of other people that, is not even part of Ecamm, but like officially, but in the Ecamm fam, that are all going to be hanging out at Podfest. So if you are within the vicinities and you're watching this and you're like, hey, you know what? I might want to check that out. I will tell you to go to podfest.com and then check out to see, because they even have like some exhibition passes, I believe, where you could just kind of like roam the halls and stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised if I end up seeing Mr. Elicio Way and things like that, or just end up popping up randomly on the blue in events like that. But that's what we have set up for this upcoming week, and I'm really excited. So laundry, car rental, and hitting the road to do Podfest, and then episode 216 from a hotel room in Orlando, Florida. So I can't wait to see all of your smiling faces as we do it all over again next week, right here, in the same time, same place, but from a different place on the same YouTube channel, if that makes sense, right? Sort of. But guys, as always, you guys rock. Thank you as always, and I can't wait to see all of your smiling faces as we do it all over again next week, right here on the YouTube or Mr. Camera Junkie YouTube channel. So take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you next time. Talk to you.